What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Triple Threat Talk. It's not really a full podcast episode. It's more so just um, I guess, an update of what is to come. I got a text last night from my brother that said, "Connor, you haven't posted in 11 days." I said, "Holy shit, that is on me." Yeah, now it's even more. It's going to be 13 days when this does go up on Monday morning ish, and yeah, I think a lot of it was just the All-Star break. I feel like I needed a little bit of a break. And I know it's just me sitting here hitting record and talking to a microphone about basketball, which is pretty easy to do for me, but it still just takes time. Most of the episodes end up being an hour. I probably record for about an hour and a half. I also have to edit. I also have to make sure everything is whatever it may be. I also have to watch the games if I want to talk about them. I also have to watch the highlights. I also have to read stuff. I also have to look at stats, everything like that. But we're still doing it. Excuse me. I know I haven't been as active in posting as much in terms of clips that will come back around, but it's more so, I guess, stating the new era of Triple Threat Talk, starting not with this episode, but the next one. This is basically a video journal that says, hey, I've been talking about basketball for this amount of time. I know this. I know I can do this. Whatever it may be. Grad school material. But during that, I've been also looking for a full-time job. Started out, obviously, after I graduated last year. Then I had a little bit of work here and there. August and September, a opportunity for some part-time work came up in October through December. That kind of fizzled out. And so I got back onto the Connor, it's time to find a job game. And thankfully, the game is over. I did get a job. I'm working doing customer service for an insurance company. I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to dox them, even though they're a pretty well-known company. It's Arbella. Anyway, and as much as I love the NBA, I know that this is going to become my main priority, and I hope you guys understand that, and I don't really think anybody's going to be that mad that I go from 1 hour episodes a week to this news of I am going to go to 1 episode a week. I'm going to record on Saturdays. I'm going to post it on Sundays. Why? Just because I think those will be the best times for me. NBA, a lot happens. I'll take notes on them. I'll be sure to stay up to date. And the thing is, the episodes will be longer, a little bit better production, some stuff here and there. But it's primarily just the fact that it's not the easiest thing to do. When it comes to, it's just not the easiest thing to do. I'm not making money from it. I enjoy it, absolutely, 100%. But it takes a lot of time, takes a lot of energy to sit here and with somebody who notoriously has a rather low social battery to sit here for an hour and a half sometimes and just by myself rambling on about a basketball game that, guess what, has no impact on me and I have no impact on it. So, yeah, I mean, like, I'll do it as long as I can. I'll do it for as much as I want to do it. If I want to go back to the lifestyle of just watching a sports game for watching a sports game, then I maybe go back to that. But no, I just need a little break. I think we'll be all good. But I really do feel confident that this is the comeback for sure, just in terms of what I want to be doing, in terms of what is it that I want to enjoy. I think this will get me back in that direction for sure. So, yeah. In regards to this episode, it will be a shorter one. It will probably be around 30 minutes or so. I'll cover like 2 storylines, I guess, and then I'll go into the entirety of the Sunday matchups that I watched. I'm just going to look at my phone. It's really late. It's 12:45 right now. I'm just trying to get a little something up there just for the heads up of the future. There are 2 main storylines. One of them I'll talk about a little bit with one of the games. That was gross. I'm so sorry. One of them I'll talk about with one of the games from today. The other one is I'll talk about from the lone game of Saturday. But The two games I wanted to cover that were not Sunday games were the 76ers and Celtics game from Thursday, and then the Lakers Nuggets game from Saturday. Celtics 76ers. Celtics won by 20, 124-104. Yeah, no, it was just a massacre. Jason Tatum didn't shoot that well, but what did he do? He did everything else. 15 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. Peyton Pritchard did nothing else. He passed a couple times. But other than that, he made buckets, 28 points, four assists on 8 of 15 shooting from three. Jaylen Brown, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Luke Cornett, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals, 1 block, 1 steals, 2 blocks, and Derek White, 16 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. The Celtics are just playing the game that they know. They're playing basketball that they should be, and it's paying off. In their last 10, they've lost once, which is very good. In the entire month of February, they are currently 7-1. So, I mean, yeah, they're playing the basketball that they need to be playing, and it does feel like that they are picking it up back into the flow that they were last year. And a lot of that, I think, just has to do with the balance of the team. We had a little bit of a mini stretch where JT went pretty ballistic and was just scoring at will, especially with like the Knicks game, and then followed up with the 76ers game that was really close. It's just with the Celtics, it's like, and actually no, these are mini thoughts. I'll get to what I was going to say about the Celtics and the playoffs in a little bit when I talk about their Sunday game. But I mean, yeah, it's just the Celtics kicked the Sixers' ass. And it wasn't like entertaining. It wasn't like, okay, it's always fun to watch the 76ers or the Knicks or the Cavs or whoever it might be lose. It's just not as fun anymore when you know that it's like you're on just completely different levels. The 76ers should bubble wrap Joel Embiid, get him in surgery, just get him off the floor. There's no hope. You're going to be a play-in team at best. You're going to play the Cavs at best. Just give the man a break. And same with Paul George. Like, both of them are clearly injured. Both of them completely reset and be ready for October. Let Tyrese Maxey have a full rest of the year, and just say, dude, go crazy. Take 30 shots a game if you want to. And also, like, lose us some games. But, I mean, no, but win the games because you have the Thunders. Like, the Thunder have your pick. No, the Sixers are just a joke. And it sucks. So, but who cares? The other game was the Nuggets versus the Lakers. This is the game that people are really going to circle and say, well, shit, this whole Luka thing could work out. And I agree. I think it's going to work out. I think it is. I think the most beneficial of it will be LeBron, because a lot of the great on-ball defenders aren't the greatest off-ball defenders as well. I think like there are very few examples where it's like a true not very good on-ball defender is a very good off-ball defender, but vice versa. It's very common. And so obviously LeBron is going to initiate the offense and find Luka in the spots that he needs to, and then he's going to be able to shoot the ball. But when it's Luka led, he has the vision and also a little bit more of like the pacing that makes more sense for the playmaking. But like, I mean, this was a dream game for the Lakers because you got Jokic shooting 2 of 7, still getting a triple-double somehow. And you had 4 guys with 20 plus or more. And so I know this isn't hate. It's more so just weariness of saying, hey, this isn't going to be every game. But if you get this 70% of games, that's huge. That's huge. I think it's just the Lakers are going to be fun. They're going to be really good. The defense is still the major concern, but I mean, hey, they took down the team that has been their kryptonite for a very long time, and a lot of it was just constant pressure on Jokic. It was like, do not let this man get a chance to breathe. Jared Vanderbilt, Rui, Dorian Finney-Smith, literally off ball, full court press. And then it was when he gets to the paint, 2 guys are there, hands are there, just forcing movement. And it is finding the comfort in the discomfort that leads to wins. You have to be able to have the moments where you are playing out of character. The Lakers showed that they have the defense ability to stop not arguably, the best player in the world. So yeah. That's it from the weekend matchups. I know Sunday is still part of the weekend, but the non-Sunday matchups. How about that? Is that better? So as I said, 4 matchups. We're going to keep this video tight. We're going to keep it lean. We're going to keep it mean. First one up, Celtics. Boston Celtics, hottest team in basketball right now. I don't know if they're the hottest team in basketball. It's more so just they're my team. I'm going to root for them. So yeah, they're the hottest team in basketball. Sue me. They defeated the New York Knicks 118 to 105. 13-point win. Really should have been closer to 20. The Celtics didn't have the worst quarter they've had against the Knicks all season in the third quarter by losing the quarter by 14, and a lot of it was Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson like playing actually good basketball and having the Celtics just go brain dead for a little bit. But then the Celtics climb back and easily win. Whatever. The thing I was going to say with the 76ers thing, they really can't believe, like, no fan can believe that they can beat this team in 7 games, right? I get it. Like, there are going to be nights where the Celtics can't make a shot. I am well aware of that. I am well aware of the fact that this is not a perfect team. It is it is damn near. But I think perfect, you would have no injuries on KP. Al and Drew are younger. And then you have current D. White, Pritchard, JB, JT, Sam Hauser of last year's shooting, Luke Cornett currently, whatever it may be. But there is no team better at making adjustments, reading a new product, reading a new design than the Boston Celtics. They have the ability to understand like what a team is going to throw at them like that. For those of you that listening and are looking for more basketball people, Rob Perez on Twitter, I think he works for Bleacher Report in their basketball division. He's really good at breaking it down. He's a Knicks fan, but he broke down the Celtics' reaction to a new set that came in. Boston is obviously one of the greatest or one of the most prolific three-point shooting teams in NBA history. In fact, they'll probably be the most prolific by the end of the season. I think they're going to average probably around 53-point attempts a game, which is pretty crazy. But he broke it down so perfectly in that it was, okay, when the Knicks would come in and approach with a bigger lineup, the Celtics would respond by going a little bit smaller and just continuing to focus on the driving kicks. After half, the Knicks read this and said, okay, cool. So we're going to play a little bit smaller to react to that. And it worked. And it got the Knicks down to like a 4-point deficit. And then Joe Mazzulla said, okay, so we're going to go double big because we know you can't put in Cat right now because of injury and also just like minutes and stuff. So we're going to go double big with Luke Cornett and Al Horford. And basically every time that we take a shot, it's going to result as a entry pass if it doesn't go in. Like that is coaching. It is not. Coaching isn't just like telling what play to run. It's manipulating the game in your favor. And that's what he did. The Celtics are in the elite. It's simple. There are 3 elite teams in the NBA. It's the Thunder, the Cavs, and the Celtics. They are the only 3 teams to go 40 and the 40 and 20 rule. If those of you who don't know, if you just don't know, the 40-20 rule. If a team gets 40 wins before they get 20 losses in an NBA season, they are more likely to win the finals than a team that did not do that. Not so much in terms of, oh, they get a boost to something. No, it's just 40 of the last 44 NBA champions have hit 40 wins before 20 losses in the season that they won. I'm not a big, I believe in stats, obviously, but if you're looking for a genie in the bottle, it's that. If there was anything that you needed to know and say, like, what is like one stat to determine like if a team is actually like finals bound? It's if they can get 40 wins before 20 losses. It's as simple as that. And I know there are a couple like monikers where it's like, oh, like top 3 in this, top 5 in this, top 10 in this, whatever it may be. But that's the best one in my opinion. That shows team success. That shows just relative success in terms of a multitude of facets. Sorry. But no, Boston is playing incredibly well. They're playing at the level that they should be. They're peaking at the right time. I would not be shocked if they close out February undefeated. And then Let me see. That would basically get them to a... If they close out February undefeated, they're on an 8-game winning streak going into a 6-game homestand to start the month of... That's pretty crazy that the Celtics have a 7-game home stretch from February 28th all the way till March 12th. It's like 2.5 weeks. So, but I feel like I talk about the Celtics enough. Everybody knows how I feel about them. Best team in the world. But I can tell you who isn't the best team in the world, and that's the New York Knicks. In fact, I don't think they're contenders. So, I called it at the beginning of the season. I called it at the beginning of this, or not beginning of the season, but a little bit earlier, a couple weeks ago, maybe a month and a half ago, maybe 2. I don't know exactly. They're 0-7 now against the top 3 teams in the league. And by top 3, I mean the Cavs, the Celtics, and the Thunder. That is embarrassing. If you want to be considered in that upper echelon of teams, those are the teams you got to beat. You haven't done that a single time this year. You are reverted to tier 3. Get in the back. Tier 1, reigning champs. Tier 2, championship contenders. I see 2 more. Simple as that. Knicks. The defensive scheming is so bad. When Kat and Jalen Brunson are out there, it's causing so many defensive issues. And I know they're aware of it. It's just like they have one of the best offenses in the league. They have one of the a very mediocre defense. And Mitchell Robinson coming in is not going to stop that. It is not going to turn them. It's not going to go, we have our guy. We have the defensive anchor we've always needed. He's going to help. Absolutely. He's going to allow Kat to kind of get some leeway in terms of the... Unless you run into the Thunder situation. But here's the thing. They've already played the Thunder 2 times. So it's like the Celtics are the only other team where it's like guaranteed you're going to face a double big matchup at some point. But offensively, very good. Jalen Brunson, very good player. Kat, very good player. Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, 3 very good players. 3 very solid players. Other than that, it's like Campaign. Yeah. Ariel Huckporty. Precious Achua. Those are your... I know they have Deuce McBride, obviously, but it's like those are the next 3 guys you're relying on for your so-called bench support. Anyway, no, it's just the Celtics are the big brother to the Knicks this season. And I'm glad people are understanding that. So, by the way, I will have to make a post about this. Confirmed 10-0 on the day. I went 9-0 for the first time on a slate on Friday, but I went 10-0 in today's games. That's pretty cool. Next one up was the Mavs versus the Warriors. I know the Mavericks have been dealing with a lot of injuries. I'm going to credit this result to more of that. You're without Lively, you're without Gafford, you're without AD. Your 3 true best big men. You don't have... Let me see who else they didn't have. And you also don't have Caleb Martin, who you just traded for. I'm not even going to consider Dwight Powell. Kyrie Irving didn't have the best game. 17 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. PG Washington, good game. But other than that, it's just like... I think that there's just such a culture shift because of the Luka stuff that it's just like half of them almost don't even know what they're doing. Not so much don't know what they're doing, but just they don't seem to be the same player, if that makes sense. It just seems like their identity as a team has really fluctuated because of the dismissal of one guy. But I mean, there are players on that team who thought that they were going to be lifetime, or at least during their entire tenure with the Mavericks, that they were going to be teammates with Luka Doncic. And I mean, I think that's what the entire league thought as well until the trade happened. So I just think it's just the injuries and stuff for the Mavs. No offense to Kessler Edwards, but he can't be your starting center if you want to win some games. In fact, he's your only starting center right now. Him and Kyler Kelly are the 2 you got, and Moses Brown. Sorry, but yeah. And for the Warriors, I'm very happily going to eat my words. The Warriors are 5-1, 6-1 since Jimmy Butler has joined. This was his first home game, 5-1. Now, here's the only thing I'm going to counter. Now, their success has been great. I want to preface that. Their success has been very good. But in the games that Jimmy Butler's played, at Chicago, dead franchise. At the Bucks with no Giannis, basically a dead man walking team. You lose to Dallas in Dallas off of a Kyrie Irving 42-point game. You beat Houston, good win. You beat Sacramento at Sacramento, solid win. And you beat Dallas, revenge game. The Warriors are very good. I think that they are finding themselves being able to play better. Steph Curry looks a lot more like Steph Curry than he did earlier at some points of the year. And it's just like the benefit of having Jimmy Butler is showing a lot more than the negative of having Jimmy Butler. It's great to see. The Warriors are, it looks like watching the game, it looked like they were having fun. It looked like they were an energetic team. It looks like they were pushing and ready to make a push at the playoff spot that they're gunning for. I don't know where they will end up. I think it's just with the West, like, they're only a game and a half back of a 6 seed. Like, they might get up to a 5. I don't know. Like, Lakers Warriors would be a really good series, or Nuggets Warriors. I wouldn't mind either of those. But like, they have a very good opportunity, very good possibility to climb up some of those spots. Will they? I don't know, but they're playing better, a lot better than I thought they would be. So shout out the Warriors for that one. Second to last game, we're gonna get out of here because it's 1:06 on a Monday. The Cleveland Cavaliers defeated the Memphis Grizzlies. As I said, the Cleveland Cavaliers are the other elite team in the East. This was without Darius Garland. I think the crazy part is about this game is the Cavs won this by 6 while shooting 10 points, nearly 12 points worse, or nearly 11 points worse from 3. What was the difference maker? Plus 20 in rebounding. So that's pretty good. And yeah, I mean, that's shot better from the field, but like Grizzlies had more forced turnovers, had more steals, had more assists. But like, the tough part with the Cavs is you got to be lucky and not have to, and not like allow the 4 main guys when Garland is healthy to really get going. And it's tough when you have players like Ty Jerome, who's really stepped it up this year, DeAndre Hunter, who they brought in during the deadline to really just amplify that support system. Like, I can't see it being any other matchup in the Eastern Conference Finals than the Celtics and Cavs. And if it is, then I'm just going to be disappointed. Like, I wouldn't even care if the Celtics lost. I'd be like, dude, like, the Cavs can't even make it? What the hell? So, for the Grizzlies, I mean, it's just like, I am a huge fan of their roster, but it really is becoming an issue of like, they don't have enough guys, or they don't have enough spots on the court. Because, okay, Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., Desmond Bane are the 3 guarantees, right? That you're going to play. Desmond Bane didn't play well today. He shot 15% from 3 and had some assists, but like, played the most minutes and didn't play great. Santi Aldama, really good role player. Luke Kennard, really good role player. Jalen Wells, good rookie. Zach Edey, good rookie. Brandon Clark, Vince Williams Jr., Scottie Pippen Jr., Gigi Jackson. And then also Jay Huff. So that's probably a 13-man roster that you have to figure out how to get 5 guys consistently. It's both a great thing and a bad thing. The moment the Grizzlies figure it out is the moment that they're going to really become an elite team, and they turn that 13 into a 10. And just boom, 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 funnel it out. That's where they become a really good team. But I mean, Cavs are playing legit. Final matchup from the night. Damn, I did not realize he had that kind of stat line. That's on me. I was watching the game. Oklahoma City Thunder defeat the Minnesota Timberwolves 130-123. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the way with 37 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks, 54% shooting. That guy's pretty good. Chet Holmgren, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks on 72% shooting. J-Dub, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. Like, this is the Thunder are also, they got Chet back. Like, they're finding their rhythm, keeping it going. That's all they got to do. Keeping it going, and that's what they've been doing all year. For the Timberwolves, continuing to skid, but Ant, 29 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. Not very good shooting night. Naz Reid, 22 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 blocks. Not a very good shooting night. Another game without Julius Randle and DiVincenzo, and also no Gobert in this one. I don't know. I just don't really see the Wolves having a shot this season. Yeah, a lot of it, I think, just comes down to the mental fact of, like, they just don't really have a lot more offensive production. Like, I think Randle is solid, but it's not like they're going crazy or anything with like Randall on the floor. So I don't know. Anyway, I know it's a shorter episode. I just want to get out to you guys because you were owed it. But again, that is the update. So yeah, new episodes from now on will be every Sunday at around noon. We'll keep the noon slot, but every Sunday now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new era of Triple Threat Talk. I really appreciate it. I'll see you all for the next one. Peace out.